Hi, welcome to this Dronedesk user guide video. In this one, I'm going to cover configuring checklists in the system. Okay, so if we just jump to jobs, every job in Dronedesk will offer you up to 6 different checklists. So you've got loading, initial on-site, pre-flight, takeoff, landing, and finally post-flight checklist. And these by default will contain a list of items that you would check off. So by default, these are included for every job. Obviously, depending on how you've got your operations manual set up and how you operate your business, then your checklist might need to look something slightly different to this. So that's fine. You can modify all 6 of the checklists according to your preferences. In order to do that, just go to Settings, click on the Checklists tab, and then select the checklist that you want to edit. So let's just have a look at the first one, the loading list. So here's the default list of items. So you get a heading, you get a text field as well to add a bit more detail to the checklist item. The order column fairly obviously determines which order the items appear in the checklist within the job, and then the delete column allows you to delete items from the list. So just for demonstration purposes, let's edit this list. We'll remove the second item, operating safety case, click the bin, and then you'll get a request to confirm. So let's confirm that, and then let's edit the first SUA item here, and we'll just add some X's just to make it obvious that we've changed it. And then click Save Changes. You'll get a confirmation at the top, and then if we go back to the job and back into our loading checklist, you'll see that the OSC item has disappeared from the list, and the SUA, the first SUA item, is now modified to reflect those changes that we made. So I'm just going to jump back to settings again, go back to that checklist. Let's imagine now that I've had a error of judgment, and actually I think the Dronedesk default list is absolutely perfect for my needs. You can restore the default checklist at any point. This will restore the list you're viewing back to the default Dronedesk checklist. So that means that you'll lose any changes that you'd made to the checklist previously. Okay, so I'm just going to restore that, and you'll see the OSC item reappear and the SUA modified version change back to the original state. If I now go back to the job, we'll see that change reflected in the list in real time. Okay, so the second SUA, OSC items back, and the SUA item has been modified. And then there's another option with checklists. So you might, or a number of people have in their OM stated that they don't check individual items off checklists. They just have an entire checklist and mark it as complete in one hit. So you have that option in Dronedesk. You can do that by scrolling to the bottom of the list and clicking this item, make this checklist read only with a single confirm checkbox. So if we do that, save the changes, go back to the job now, and what you'll see is the individual checkboxes have disappeared from each of the items, and all you'll have is a single checkbox at the bottom which says the entire list is now complete. Okay, so that's it, and it's exactly the same principle for all of the checklists. So whichever one you view, you have exactly the same options. I should have mentioned that actually. You can modify the order. So let's say we want to swap those 2 items. So condition with battery mount, and save changes. Everything will turn green, so we're in the pre-flight. Let's go back to the job. So battery mount is first, SUA condition is second. There's some hints and tips at the top of the page as well if you get stuck. Okay, so that covers configuring checklists. Thanks for watching. See you soon.